Hello boys and girls, time for another lesson. So let's see what we have to do today. If you remember from school, most engineering projects we had to do had to deal with some kind of a vehicle, and most kind of like cars. And most cars have wheels. So today I'm gonna ask you to make a set of wheels, because the next project that comes in the future actually is going to be a toy car, like one of those engineering projects. So what you have to do, set of wheels. Hopefully you can see it. But you have to build today a set of wheels that nicely spins. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I would ask you to make two of these. For this lesson, you have to make one. But because most cars have two pairs of wheels, I'll ask you to do two. So what do you have to do? These are made out of paper. Why paper? Because it's the easiest thing to find at home, and I know it's really hard for you to find some materials. But if you have some other materials, you don't have to use paper. So before I tell you how we done this one, let me tell you. For instance, I looked up online, and a lot of wheels are made using these shish kebab sticks, a lot of wheels made using bottle caps, a lot of wheels are made using like straws. You'll figure in a sec how to use and why they are needed, but the point is, you are not limited to materials I'm showing you. Well, in case if you only have paper, so let's see what I used in here. So I'll have to disassemble this to show you what I've done. So for this reason, I was using some paper, tape or glue if you have it, scissors, and some kind of empty packaging. For instance, I found some empty yogurt box. You can use some, let's say, cereal box. Now, once you've done this thing, what I've done next is I took something round and I drew some circles. Why? Because I wanted to make my wheels. So let me disassemble actually this thing to show you what you have to do. Because I almost don't want to take it apart, but I have to. So, long story short, first thing which you'll have to do for this project, you will have to draw two circles or four circles, right? Let's say two circles on the cardboard, and you will have to cut them out. Once you cut them out, the next thing which you do, you will have to take a piece of paper and you have to roll it in a nice tight tube. Again, you might need to repeat this process many times until this tube becomes super duper tight. See what I'm doing? I'm rolling this. So when I'm done rolling it, it becomes something like this. Next thing which I've done, I actually did the little cuts in here. Why? Because when I put my wheel on, I need to have some surface, some space to actually tape it. Now, this is called axle. This is what wheel spins on. This is obviously wheel itself, but remember at the beginning of this thing when I started showing you, I showed you that this wheel can spin. Why? Because actually I was holding it not by axle, but by this other tube. So you also will have to make another tube. This is I call spacer, right? So axle goes inside of a spacer. Spacer is just another paper, but it was rolled not as tight as the first one, right? You put it inside, and look, see, when you try to spin your wheels, or if they attach to car, you attach them by this spacer, but you actually spin them by this thing, see? So again, how many things you have to make for this lesson? Actually, 4 things. You will have to make one wheel, 2 wheels, let me make it clean so you can see it, axle, and a spacer. You assemble them in the wheels I showed you, and that'll be it for today. Again, I suggest to make 2 of these. Again, these are separate parts. For this lesson, you will have to take a picture of these parts because I want to see it actually have all 4, and then you have to assemble them into a set of wheels. Again, you only have to make 1 of these sets for this lesson, but I suggest making 2. Why? Because you'll need 2 for the next lesson, and if you do a good job today, you'll have easier time next time. Again, this was Mr. O. That's lesson for today. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time.